everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be reviewing the GRC Mini Racer 3 pack featuring Jackson Storm, Miguel Camino, and Shu Todoroki. Now, the GRC line being added to the Mini Racers line actually introduced us to two new World Grand Prix Racer models, those being Max Schnell and Miguel Camino, since they didn't get Mini Racer releases beforewards. And for Shu Todoroki, technically he did get one, and it was actually the Carbon Racer version of him. And no, I'm not making this up. His Carbon Racer counterpart actually got a Mini Racer release in 2022 in the Variety Pack. And despite this, to this day, Shu still hasn't received his regular version as a Mini Racer. And also Jackson Storm's there too. And Miguel Camino's there as well. So it's kind of like the 2-pack. Except this time Shu Todoroki's there as well. This was formerly the weirdest 2-pack of all time. Before Racing Rescue Sheriff and Racing Rescue Adam Rodriguez was even a thing. By the way, there's the art of the minis and the packaging. Of course, the 3 minis included. There's the back with showcases Jackson Storm, Miguel Camino, and Shu Todoroki. Forgot to mention this, but they put this because this part was damaged, and it was pretty annoying when they had to get it out of the shelf because they had to take out almost the other 3 packs that were with it. Let's open it, shall we? I think we should. Alrighty guys, today we're going to be opening up this Mini Racers 3 pack. Be free, my minis. So yeah, now starting off, well, we have Jackson Storm. To compare, here's the 1/5 scale version, and they look like they have the same exact expression, although I think Jackson's is like more downward, and also this Jackson is actually smiling, unlike this one, which I thought it was gonna be until I realized that it was fronting like an actual die cast. I think it might be because his Mini Racer actually has him a bit of a smile. But then again, there's the GRC logo, and also it fades to gray on his the roof. And there's the side with his secondary sponsors, the number 20, the GRC. That Storm logo being this light blue with the back, and it's dark blue. The Global Racers Cup logo right there. As well as this white lining, which is not in the die cast. Pretty weird change, but okay. And also number 20 is right there. And obviously, since this line takes place right after Cars 3 and Cars on the Road, Jackson Storm no longer has the rookie stripes. Also, there's the spoiler with the GRC logo, and also the roof with the 20 and the blue lining. And of course, like on the Mini Racer of Jackson Storm, his spoilers metal. There's the other side with the GRC logo and the sector sponsors and the 20 and Naruto logo right there. Forgot to mention. There's the base. Then, now let's get to Miguel Camino. If I had a nickel for whenever Miguel Camino was packed in with Jackson Storm. I have 2, which isn't a lot, but it's weird to happen twice. Because they're in the same 3-pack, and not to mention, they were only 2-pack last year. And to compare, there's the 155 scale version. Now, they look like they have... This looks like it does have a bit of a more different face. I think it's just me. By the way, there's that thing from the Spanish logo, the Global vs. Cup logo, hexagon patterns. There's the side with the GRC logo, and the secondary sponsors are raced up. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, on the diecast, it's right there next to the GRC logo, but now in here in the mini racer, it's raced up. And it seems they did this for spacing. That's just what I'm going to assume. Oh, and also this wheel's there, and strangely enough, I forgot to mention this, but strangely enough, GRC Jackson still has his tires sculpted instead of being upgraded to the printed ones. I mean, it might be because the mini racer of Jackson Storm has them sculpted, since he was an earlier mini racer, but GRC Jackson first came out in 2024. Meaning that at this point he would have been upgraded to the printed tires. Yeah, pretty weird, inconsistent choice. And also there's this number 5. There's the back with his taillights and the GRC logo. There's of course the other side with GRC and his secondary sponsors, and number 5. Of course, the spoiler has the GRC logo, and also there's the base, and then I actually received GRC Miguel Camino twice at the Barrels diecast. First in that formerly weird 2-pack with Jackson Storm. The reason I say formerly is because now there's a 2-pack featuring Sheriff and Adam Rodriguez, 2 characters that never interacted with each other. And the second time I got him was in a 2-pack with GRC Rules the Rule. And for the other GRC Miguel Camino, I made him into Fernando Alonso. Sorry for that cutoff though. Just some sort of outtake. By the way, let's move on to the final mini racer from this pack, that being Shu Todoroki. To compare, there's the 155 scale version, and his eyelids are gray now. And honestly, that's a clever choice because mini racers don't usually do eyelining. The main one I can think of is Rhoda Marker, but I'm pretty sure that's like the only time they've done that. And I feel like if they were to make his eyelids white, it'd be a bit too difficult to note that he even has eyelids. So giving him some gray eyelids was honestly a good choice. By the way, there's that logo that he has with the number 7. There's the side with, of course, the secondary sponsors and the GRC logo. And of course, this number 7 is in the spoiler. This does spoiler with the Global vs. Cup texting. The back, which is purely gray with some blue lining. The other side with the GRC logo in the secondary sponsors, and his wheels are printed like the others except for Jackson. There's the base. So yes, that's it for today, and honestly, this feels like a great 3-pack. Not only do you get Shu Todoroki Miguel Camino's mini racers. Oh, sorry about that. But if you were to buy the other GRC 3 packs, you get the entire of the GRC racers without even getting that 110 pack. Now, the thing about it, now I think that's like almost, oh, sorry, but almost every GRC mini racer. Now, the only ones I'm missing are Francesco Bernoulli and also the metallic version of GRC McQueen, which I really wanted to get, but the 10 pack is really expensive online. And I'll figure out a way to get Francesco just to complete the set. By the way, I'll see you next time. And I'll be reviewing Race Team Fillmore, specifically the looking to the side version. By the way, bye!